Actually, since this is 4 inches, I guess we can call it 4-inch downpipe or 101.6 millimeter downpipes. Downpipe drop. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Turbo P in the house. We are finally back on YouTube, and we have a special episode for you guys with the Nissan Z. We do have a pretty interesting episode for you guys, and this is also going to be our new product drop. What is the episode about, right? It's about the sound of a VR30. It's about the similarities between every VR30 out there. It's about every downpipe sounding the same, or every non-resonator downpipe sounding the same. And it's about the question, hey, what does this downpipe sound like? Hey, what does this downpipe sound like? What does this downpipe sound like? The answer is always, well, they're all non-resonated. They are all basically the same, right? So there's not a whole lot of difference between any 3-inch downpipes. The 3.5-inch we have, the resonated we have, obviously sound a little bit different, but when it comes down to it, there's not a huge distinguishable difference between any of the 3-inch downpipes that is out in the market. However, today, we are going to change that. What you see in front of you guys is not your average 3-inch VR30 downpipes. And what you see in the middle of these downpipes are not resonators. These are what they call a megaphone. So why not just keep it 3-inch all the way through, but include a megaphone, right? So obviously that's the question for a lot of people. And 2 reasons. 1 is sound, and 2 is flow. Let's talk about how a megaphone changes your sound. Obviously, it's called a megaphone for a reason, right? As the pipe expands, so does the sound. So it gives you 2 things. 1 is a very aggressive, but a very, very crisp exhaust tone. And secondly, on a turbo car, especially the VR30, man, that spool is going to be nice. On the performance side, the biggest thing it does is it reduces back pressure by a lot when it just compared to a 3-inch downpipe. To the levels of a 3.5-inch downpipe, if you ask me. How does it do that? Obviously, by expanding the gases. You know, we're looking at going from 3-inch all the way to 4-inch right here. So since VR30s are already a very restrictive motor when it comes to the exhaust side and the exhaust in general, it's always better to have something that reduces the back pressure all the way through. That being said, the conclusion is 2 things. You get a much higher flowing downpipe on a 3-inch package, and secondly, you will get a sound that no other VR30 has. Like I said, when you ask somebody, what does your VR30 sound like? It sounds like every other VR30. Well, not with this. This will not only sound completely different, but make more power than any other downpipe out there. Well, actually, since this is 4 inches, I guess we can call it 4-inch downpipe or 101.6 millimeter downpipes. Downpipe drop. Oh yeah, guys, by the way, check this out. This is our VR30 dual exhaust 3-inch. And then a little Z1 turbo action going on over there. I did have my 3.5-inch exhaust on here. These are beautiful. I would have kept this, I'm not gonna lie. However, I needed to test these exhausts out, so this is coming out. Action. So dark. That's nice. Yeah, I think we got somebody in here. Hey, who the heck is this guy, bro? What's up, dog?
What's up, man?
Y'all know who this is, Mr. Fahad.
Yes, sir.
Bringing me some things. We out here. Ooh, look at them. The megaphones. I can't wait for this thing to be fired up right now, bro. Perfect fit, no issues. No issues on this side either. Oh, where it is? There you go. I don't know if this car has actually been on my channel yet. So that is my personal Nissan Z 2024. It has, what does it have? Full downpipe. It's a sport, by the way, as you can see with the baby brakes. But fear not, next video is actually going to be these right here. Actually, you can see right there. Yeah. So our 6-piston calipers are about to go on that thing. So, quick overview on my Z. Z1 turbos, full bolt-on. Obviously, I have the 3.5-inch full downpipes on there. Now we have the megaphones, which is aka the Max Flow. I have my 3-inch catback on here, as you can see. These will be available relatively shortly as well. Other than that, I have the Advan GTs on here, BC coils, the whole 9 yards, basically boosted 6 everything on it. And we ended up making 730 to the wheels. So it's a pretty nice car. Scary sometimes, but with the Racestrom 6, we can get some rolling anti-lag and get some traction control as well, so I handle it a little bit better. In the front, I have some Bridgestones, 255s, and on the rear, these are Nitto 305s, but for racing purposes, I use these right here, which is the Mickey Street R's. I have a bike as well, dude. That's for sale. Fod, you want to buy my bike, bro?
I don't like bikes.
You don't want bikes? You can just buy it and sell it to somebody.
How much?
5K.
What is it?
It's FZ6R.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. So what do you call it? They call it a touring, but it's got the same motor as R6. And only 1,900 miles.
Yeah, barely drove it.
Just like everything I have, bro. I barely ride it, like literally. Yeah, I don't.
1,000 miles on it?
Yeah, I think it's like 2,000, maybe 2,500. But yeah, no, I barely drive this car either, bro. Yeah, no, past a year. I think I got it last year on April. As I was saying, like that's kind of the reason I really haven't made a lot of things for this car. In 2026, it's obviously going to be a lot different because we're going to be doing a lot more things with this car, especially on the channel and for parts as well. So we're going to have obviously the new downpipes that you just saw. We have a few more carbon things coming for this, and the exhaust. We're going to finish up the exhaust. That's going to be available for everybody. And also we're coming up with a single exit as well. So 26 is looking pretty nice for us. We got this guy right here, all the way from
CarMax.
CarMax.
CarMax Incorporated.
What it do, bro?
Vibes.
Everything good? So yeah, no, I was just showing everybody. So these are our megaphone downpipes that we just replaced our 3.5-inch with. So this is a 3-inch, so that goes to a 4-inch, and then goes back to 3-inch. But flow, in my opinion, is a lot better.
Yeah, of course.
So
it has a bigger
outlet.
letting somehow. Yeah.
On top of that, the sound is going to be like crisp as hell, bro. Do it again.